why did I make the record? Because Ron Stone called up. He said, you got to make a record. And I was like, well, ask Sil if he wants to make a record. And then before I knew it, everybody said, we're going to go in the studio. You got songs? And we were like, yeah, we got songs. Sure, we got songs. Then we went in the studio, and they said, well, where's the songs? And we went,
We're still procrastinating.
well, wait, we'll make one right now.
On
And
the
then we
spot.
made like 12 of them. It's
actually-
amazing how it happens, because you walk in there and it's not like you're beset with lack of confidence or anything. It's contrary. It's like one feels confident that these songs will be birthed, so to speak, at their proper time. When they're ready.
They're ready to go.
So Sylvain and I, we both always think that every song we got is already in there. It just has to come out. So then we just got together and wrote the songs, and then we rehearsed them the next week, and then we recorded them for a week, and then we fixed them up, made them really pretty for a week, and then it was done. So that's really all I can say about it. Now, as far as it sounds, it's really kind of like a beautiful sounding record because Todd produced us just pretty much as we sound, and he's really good at that, and he's really into good separation and stuff, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm getting technical now, but we were in a lovely home on the island of Kauai rehearsing these songs where you could look out on the ocean and there were whales cavorting out there. And then we recorded it in the same room. It was a living room. And it was delightful. That's all I can say about it. There was not anything about, how are we going to come up with songs? We just kind of came up with them. There's something, I guess, one could consider magical about the process, but we don't because we kind of take it for granted in a way. Yeah, Todd was available, and it was time for us to make a record, and so it just kind of worked out like that. And then when Todd said, well, we'll have to do it in Hawaii, I was like, okay, I guess we're going to make a record with Todd then, because it was January, and as I described in my Max von Sydow impersonation, we were in New York, and I wasn't looking forward to spending the month in New York.
That's funny because as we're looking out this window, and he's talking about the whales and everything. Well, this cruise ship came by, and it's real slow, of course, and it's all the way out there in the horizon, and all of a sudden we started messing around with trash. The way I was looking at it, I'm going the band that's on that boat right now is doing something that should sound like this. At least that's what I thought. And David, he came in the room and said, oh man, that's beautiful, man, let's try it. And then kind of took birth from there. But basically it was, not that we're trying to be reggae. Oh, sorry. I thought you were still talking.
No, I'm listening. I'm enthralled.
Or if you call it, some people would like to say it's calypso-ish or whatever it is, But I don't know. I think it's just us, the way we would do it. If they want to call it that, it's a great compliment,
It does have a tropical lilt to it.
Yes, yeah. I felt
But
it was
more like a tropical city than a tropical kind of bucolic place. How can I do that? Because I
the other
like
ones are
them
gonna feel
all.
bad. The other ones
I
are gonna
like
feel
them
bad.
all. The other ones will
You're gonna
feel
put them in the
bad.
corner.
Because all the songs have their place, because I Says So is doing what it's supposed to do, and Making Rain is doing what it's supposed to do, and The Exorcism of Despair is doing what it's supposed to do, and The Temptation to Exist is doing exactly what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I really can't take one of them aside and say, oh, well, you are doing better than the other ones, because
They're gonna feel bad.
they're going to feel better. And also, there's no need for me to sow that kind of discontent among the songs because
Content, very good word.
I probably sound like a utopianist to you. I realize that in order to appreciate a sunny day, one has to have experienced a gloomy day. I realize that. I'm not saying, oh, sun, sun all the time, but I'm just trying to keep a lid on things until this record comes out, and then those songs can fight it out amongst themselves.
To wake up tomorrow would be really nice.
What we like to do is play music, right? I always say shing-a-ling, but it's really rock and roll with a good shing-a-ling beat. And that's what we like to do. It's a very simple thing for us, but it gives us a lot of pleasure and satisfaction. And we like to go around and play for people, and we like to get people to dance. And in order to do that, we got to make a record every 2 years or whatever. So we get together, we make a record, and then we continue to go around and play. But going around to play is the most pleasant thing that one can do. I mean, I'm not saying that's what everybody should do, but I'm saying for us, we're so naturally suited to do it, and it's enjoyable. And all the guys in the band, we get down and we play some music. You know, we don't just do the same thing every night and or try to make it sound like the record or whatever, because the record was pretty much just another performance. You know, there wasn't a lot of tinkering going on there. So really, we like to get together and play some music, and we usually hit the nail on the head.
Our band is great. Our new guys, and they all contribute to the writing, and we get them all involved. It's not like a benevolent situation between me and David only. It's been like that since the beginning. They all contribute, and they do a great job, and it works out like that with us. Like I said, really, it's we don't really think too much about it. We just go ahead and do it, And a lot of times, like Dave was saying, we have the music in our head, and sometimes we get in trouble because, they call us up, they said, okay, can you send me a tape of that music? I say, well, it's in my fucking head, And then we get in trouble. But then again, we go in the studio and we whip them out every now and then.
It's like thinking, like if you watch your thoughts go by, you go, oh, I remember that one from yesterday. I haven't seen that one in 2 weeks. I mean, it's like that was a song, too. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to write that song, but what was it again? It's gone, but it'll come back around again,
And they're our babies, making the songs is like, they're beautiful no matter how ugly they are, or sound, I should say. And,
Some of those songs sound nasty, boy.
Jeez.
They sound...
Only a mother could love.
Sounds like you beat those kids.
No, they dropped accidentally. I didn't touch them.
Some of them are sweet, but some of them are dark, man. Like,
Well, wait a minute.
like, what is that all about?
That's your department.
Some of them are dark, in a very kind of like
Exorcism of Despair? I don't think so.
Emile Cioran kind of existentialism going on in there. I don't know what that's all about, but I don't even want to think about that.